Hey, what's up guys, the boss here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel, and today I'm gonna show you for the first time a different tower for sudden death rather than just using the mortar. And the tower I'm gonna use is probably put already in the title, so you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not just gonna use the lightning tower to put it in places where I've put the mortar before in all the other strategies. For this video I developed a new strategy, which is an improved version of the ultimate sudden death strategy, which I showed you in my last sudden death videos. So as you can see, I'm in this clip already quite far advanced. I'm at the moment at 888 kills and I am dealing at the moment with boss wave 16. After the 2.5 update, I have the feeling that sudden death got a lot easier after the 2.5 update if we just look at the troop health of the ordinary troops, but of course the mini bosses make it a lot harder or a lot more time consuming, let's put it like that, because you can see boss wave 16 is taking over 10 minutes to fight it, and this is absolutely ridiculous, and without looping I think no one is able to beat this wave. So let's first talk about the loadout I'm gonna use, because I didn't show you that one before we started the video, which is actually a usual thing in my videos. So I'm just gonna talk you through it, and we're gonna use the honey gun, the flamethrower, snowball, huntress, Tane, Fury Skull and the lightning tower, of course. And the lightning tower from my loadout is on level 5, and this is not that high if we think about it, but after the 2.5 update it got buffed, and this is basically the result of it. It's extremely strong now, even on a low level, which is pretty impressive, and therefore I just had to try this tower here inside of a new sudden death strategy in the end. And now let me introduce you to the benefits of using the lightning tower. So first of all, the cost versus benefit inside of sudden death is way bigger and speaks in favor of the lightning tower in comparison to the mortar, because the lightning tower is able to hit the pirate lasses, which are basically the biggest threat inside of sudden death, because we all know mortars, even if we're using the honey gun, are often missing their targets, so we're losing there a lot of damage potential, and the lightning tower is finally making use of that, and with its increased strength, that's of course a very nice advantage we're getting there. Then for me, I'm having at the moment the lightning tower on level 5, as I said, and the mortar on level 10. And if we place one lightning tower, which costs 12 gears, and two mortars, which costs 12 gears, then the lightning tower is still a little bit stronger, has a lower range, but often the mortars miss their shot when they're shooting on the high range. So I think we're making most efficient use of the space by placing the lightning tower, because as you proceed through sudden death in the beginning, you're actually acquiring a lot of gears and you're sitting on them. You could invest them, for example, into the pirate lasses, but still that's not the same as having a tower down. So by investing into the lightning tower, you definitely make most efficient use of space and also have most damage onto the map, which is possible, and that's basically the main advantage of using the lightning tower, and this is why I also like it that much. And now let's talk about the setup of my towers, and as you can see, there are some zigzags implemented into this setup, basically where the troops will spend a lot of time while moving around the towers, and this comes in especially handy when we're using a flamethrower, because the troops are walking a long time within its effect area, and therefore the flamethrowers can do a lot of damage, which is very beneficial for the strategy and also is an advantage for us when we're fighting against troops. And basically, to wrap up all my thoughts behind this setup, let's have a closer look at looping troops. And the advantage of this setup in comparison to the ultimate sudden death strategy, where you had a lot less time to prepare your looping, and that's basically one of the first advantages, and therefore a lot less mistakes are happening, because the gameplay is in general more calm also when pirate lasses are coming in, because the path behind the blocking tower is just a little bit longer, and that's very beneficial. But on the other hand, for example, in the ultimate sudden death strategy, when you loop them or group them once, all the troops, and then the other rounds, the other loops were easier to handle, which is in this case of this new strategy, which I'm showing right now, not present, as you constantly need to have them loop, because once they make it close to the archers, there is a spot still where they will turn around, so you need to be very careful and need to practice this layout a little bit there, because you only have a very short time span where you can loop them properly, and you need to just find that exact spot. But besides of that, I think this layout is in general way more convenient than the ultimate sudden death strategy. That's at least my opinion, so I'm very curious to hear also your opinion, which layout you like more, if you like this layout more, or the ultimate sudden death strategy, post it into the comments, and I'm very curious to hear your thoughts about that. And now to end this video, you all know that in the end you're getting defeated, and that of course counts for me as well, and that's gonna happen right now. And it's again a little bit ridiculous because I made a stupid mistake as usual, and I think I just got a little bit overconfident and decided to reverse the path of troops at round 90, which is already quite interesting, and that would have been a mistake as you will see, but I wanted to play it safely and use Tain's ability just to reverse that maze another time. So I wanted to group them right before I placed there another tower, or wanted to place there another tower. And as you can see, my effect area of Tain's ability is right above the maze, and when I launched it basically, yeah, Tain started moving, which sucks basically when you have 1000 kills and 2 hours of gameplay time. But the problem there was that I was trying to launch the ability of Tain outside of its effect range. So then Tain started moving, I didn't expect that, I lost, and that's basically the end of the story. But a good thing which followed afterwards, which is not just that I got on the first place, is that I could double my reward and got 1600 sky shards, 84 copper lockpicks, 25 metal lockpicks, and 30 additional sky shards nobody cares about, but anyways, it's always nice to have more sky shards. The problem with that is though that during that time when I recorded that video, there was a bug which was giving you a lot more copper lockpicks and in general lockpicks than you usually get, so that's why I got 84, but still it's a nice reward, I'd say. Anyways, that's basically my setup with the lightning tower, and remember when you're using this layout the points where you need to sell and buy the towers to create a proper loop, because that's very crucial. And then basically it's easy peasy to win with this loadout the first place, and I hope that's what you're gonna do, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And basically that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Have a great day, peace out.